So that was Alicia. Tom.
Okay, how long do you think it would take to actually get into the ATV's gunner seat?
A turn.
A turn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I spend my
Sorry, an
next two
action.
turns?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my next two actions to getting in and firing the mini missile launcher.
Sure. Now, do you have WP heavy?
Absolutely not. So it's gonna be wild.
It's going to be a wild shot, so it's just a 1d20 without any bonuses. Now, unfortunately, as a wild shot, you also can't take a called shot.
Yeah.
So you'll just do it to its main body, which is fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, roll to hit, please.
No.
The missile goes soaring off into the air, far above its left shoulder. Actually soaring into the air like a good mile before it explodes into the atmosphere, but that won't happen for a little while. Out of curiosity, what missile did you fire?
I don't know what's actually loaded.
I'm going to assume plasma. So you fired
Yeah,
one
very
plasma.
likely.
Do you still have one plasma and two fragmentary mini missiles left?
Okay.
Okay. So that's your action. So the only one who has any actions left is Al. You have 3 actions.
All right. So that I don't metagame this too much or anything, Al will continue being in a flying state so that he can more easily dodge anything that might come his way, but he's not trying to get closer to it than needed, if that makes sense. Like he's flying slowly.
How high in the ground are how high above the ground?
Maybe about 15 to 20 feet.
Okay. All right.
He is going to fire an armor-piercing mini rocket at the leg this time.
All right, roll to hit.
All right.
So once again, -1.
All right. Oh, hang on. Sorry. 23.
Roll damage.
All right. That is only a 1d4.
Only
I know,
1d4
right?
times
10. 30.
All right. The missile cracks it right into its front leg, causing a chunk of its front left leg to come flying off. Although it still seems to be standing on it and seems to be in operational status, the damage now is clearly extensive upon its leg. You got another action.
All right. Al will say to himself, for the love of... And then fire a plasma missile at it. Again, another aim shot.
Hit.
Going, like, thinking to himself, dear God, his leg. 16.
That's enough. It's over 12, so you're good.
All right. And then that is 50 points.
Well, you'll be glad to see that finally, when that that shot is gone, the leg is completely blown off, and now this thing. I'll have to wait till it has any more actions, but you have now blown its leg off. Its front. It was the front left leg, right?
Yeah, front right. The right.
Oh, sorry, front right leg is blown off.
Okay. And I, as a player, am learning the benefits of aimed mini missile shots as opposed to just firing them all at once. Okay, so if I blow its front leg off, I kind of have to wait to see what happens. So here's what I'm going to try and do, and I'll need to know what the modifier for this would be. I'm going to try and take an aimed shot with my rifle down the hole in its neck, or down where its head used to be, under the idea that maybe it's softer there.
Like -10.
Okay. So that would be... Give me 1 second. So I'm...
It's like a eye, but a little bit harder.
All right. I'm losing my...
What's your bonus to hit?
That's what I'm trying to see for some reason.
You're figuring it
exactly.
out. Okay.
It's plus to 10.
So
11. Plus 11.
Like no modifier.
Yeah, plus 11. So just a +1 modifier is what it is.
Okay, so I see you have a +8 to hit with your juicer assassin rifle and aim shot.
Correct.
Where does the other +3 come from?
The other +3
Your power
comes +2 from the Power Armor Elite and +1 for the laser targeting system that gives me a +1 to all ranged attacks in the power armor.
Sweet. Good. Yep, that sounds absolutely right. I just need sometimes to break it down.
I had to write it broken down on my list.
Right. It's just, and it's not that I think you're cheating or lying or anything like that, but when you get high modifiers like that, the GM's inclination is like, okay, break it down for me just so I know.
I think that's completely fair. I had to break it down on my own character sheet too, because it is kind of a lot.
Well, once you get high modifiers like that, you're like, oh, I gotta keep track of it. Anyways, you hit. Excellent. Roll damage.
All right, so I should have just done this. If you could ignore the first roll and just go with the 9, which is the damage.
Okay. Well, good news, metagaming, just so you know. Because of that particular tactic, you're effectively doing double damage against this main body.
All right.
So there you go. And that's your last action.
Does it visually appear to do much to it at all?
You don't know yet.
Got it.
It hasn't acted. All right. But visually, you see the plasma shot get into there, right? And you see a spark fly, but you don't know the repercussions of that.
Okay.
All right. Mila. Al is now completely out of sight. It's just you in the wind, and you hear screams.
Is anyone up there?
Turn!
Guys!
Al. Your turn, Al.
You're such an asshole.
Well, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I think I'll figure this out.
Al's going to take another aim shot into its head thing.
Its head thing. Sweet.
All right, so it's just going to be that, and no.
That is a miss.
Miss.
Unfortunately, you don't get into it that time. So remember how I said it'll be on you in the middle of this turn? It hasn't crashed into the ground. However, it has to spend 2 rounds currently adjusting its momentum. When you go 190 miles an hour and you lose your leg, you either crash to the ground or you spend some time balancing yourself. This appears to be some sort of advanced creature, and clearly by the sparks and melted metal, it is not of flesh and blood. Therefore, it is able to do its course correction. Although now missing a leg, it's only be able to go at half speed. Unfortunately, its plasma cannon is more than operational. So, it's going to continue to fire at Al. And...
Oh, no.
Don't mock it. It hits you.
All right. I will dodge, because I am actually afraid of what that cannon could do. For all my mocking. So that's going to be...
All right, so I'm going to consume your action.
Thank you. And just...
Yeah, you managed to dodge out of the way. All right, Patrick.
Patrick is running out the front door.
Yep. Okay, so this action you're able to get back into reality, but you're not able to do anything else. Sorry, into this reality.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alicia is going to run... Oh, wait. Mila's not around. I'm going to hold Alicia's actions for now because I need Mila to respond. So, Tom, go ahead.
Okay. How far is this thing?
It is now about 1,800 feet away from you.
1,800 feet.
Yeah,
okay,
Al has slowed it down.
Yeah. I will toss out another, what do we call it? Mini missile.
Okay. Do another wild shot.
Wild shot. Oh, hey.
That's enough to hit it.
And that was a armor piercing because we only have armor piercing, right?
No, you had 1 plasma and 2 armor piercing. But we're going to say armor piercing now because
we're going to say armor piercing. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, it doesn't want to get shot by armor piercing missile. It's going to try to shoot down.
Okay.
So it succeeds as it wait. Yeah, no, it will detonate into the air. Yeah.
Okay.
But it uses up one of its actions. So,
Is that going to be its 4th action? Because it took 2 to stabilize, 1 to fire at me, and then 1 to shoot at that, right? Or did I miss here?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That's your action, Tom. Mila, are you back? Nope. We're gonna pass.
Free
her.
action took a while.
Al.
Yeah.
Al is going to. Okay, he doesn't want to get. How close would you say Al is to this thing? He does not want to get too close.
Well, if you don't get too close, and it was 1,900 feet from Tom, then maybe it's about 1,000 feet from you.
Okay, that's still not too close. Al's going to look for other targets of priority. This plasma cannon, I'm assuming, would be very hard to hit.
Okay. Let me. Now you're looking for targets of priority. Let me break it down for you. It's got another front leg and 2 hind legs. It has its prehensile tail. Seems to have 4 large spines sticking around its back. It seems to have 2 definable weapons: a small laser around above, like inside its left shoulder, and a large plasma ejector above its left shoulder. The small laser is definitely hard to hit. The plasma ejector, it's pretty big. It's about the size of its back legs. So, same penalty. You also see over top its right shoulder a strange... how can I explain it? It's a... almost looks like an antenna with a little ball on top.
Okay.
Oh, before you act, I'd like to resolve Mila's.
Yes, of course. I need time to think anyway.
So, Criana,
Yeah.
this is actually on Alicia's action, and it's an option for you to do a paired action. Alicia's going to run back towards... well, she's kind of at the cliff, but she's going to... Mila, you see Alicia's helmeted head poke over the cliff, and she says, "What's the matter?" And she's like, "Do you need up?"
Now, why don't you come down here with me?
Alicia shakes her head, and you see her head disappear again from the
No,
side.
Alicia, please don't leave me! Alicia!
Okay, wait, so that's your other turn. We'll wait for Alicia's turn. Jesus Christ! I know exactly what she's going to do on her turn, by the way. Al, now let's go with your next action.
Okay. Seeing the antenna ball-like thing, how hard would it be to hit that? What would the modifier?
-6.
-6. Al's going to go for that, because if this thing hasn't already... I'm thinking it might be using that to contact things, and that would be very bad. So he is going to launch a... you know what? No. It's gonna be a hard shot, so he's going to take an aim shot with his rifle at it.
Okay.
So that's going to be... Okay, so that is going to be a -6 or a +5. So that is going to be towards the antenna, and that's 13.
So, okay, so the first roll is your hit, and the second roll is to damage.
Yes.
Okay. So it's beyond 60 feet. So is it going to try to dodge a shot like that? No, it's not. So you're going to hit. So roll damage. Oh, 11. Bottom one's damage. Inferno, Jesus. All right. So you hit it right on to the head of, like, kind of the little cluster above the antenna, scorching it, but not seemingly destroying it. It's still quite intact. It seems kind of versatile for its size. So that's its action. You know what? You're not marking off, but from now on, just because I think I'm getting confused with marking off actions and everything like that, I'll mark off your actions. So it's just one person doing it.
By all means.
That way, I don't have too many for the monster or too less for you or whatever, right? Patrick, your turn. And then if someone forgets, then it's my fault.
All right, Patrick's going to get generally oriented of where he is and where the monster is, taking up majority of what he's going to be doing.
Okay, well, it might take multiple actions then. What else would you like to do after you get reoriented?
I guess during the same time of being reoriented, I'm going to do some math.
Okay, what do you want to roll the check first before you tell me what it is, you sneaky Pete?
All right, sure.
Sneaky Pete.
I just like it. I'm doing some math. I'm like, in my brain. Yeah, all right. So you succeed at mathing. Is this advanced or basic?
I'm basically noting speed and position of the robot.
Okay, you were able to calculate it very quickly with your brilliant mind.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, so you know
I'm
what?
good for
That'll
that.
just be one action. I'll just take that one action. Reorienting yourself and mathing in your head. Mila, you see Alicia's head poke out again. She's like, listen, Mila, as my father used to say, either shit or get off the pot. We have to fight this fucking thing. Are you gonna help us?
Oh, I didn't understand the shit part. Alicia, if you come down here, I got a surprise for you.
Take up that next action. You see Alicia's head disappear again, and you hear, with your enhanced hearing, Mila, you hear her mutter. You hear her mutter. I really wish one of her other personalities would kick the fuck in right now.
Oh, poor Mila.
Tom, your turn.
Well, remember that last plasma we had?
Yep.
Yeah.
You gonna fire it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you hit it. And I think at this point it's choosing not. I think you're gonna roll damage. It's not gonna use up its last attack to do that.
All right. 40 damage.
Holy crap! Good job.
Sweet.
You hit its main body, causing, once again, plasma to surround its monstrous form, scalding and scorching its frame, although it is very massive and very armored, but you've done a good amount of damage to it.
Sweet.
So that's Tom. So you have one armor-piercing rocket left, okay?
Yes.
Mila, you got another action in which to be Mila.
I heard that, Alicia.
Aww. Aww. Okay, Al. Sir, do you do anything else other than growl?
She slunks back in.
Oh my god. Well, with all due respect, there is a monster trying to kill everyone.
With all due respect, I'm a crazy.
Touche. Al.
Is any of this taking place over the radio?
No.
Okay. Then Al is going to be focused on what he's doing. He's going to take another shot at that antenna ball thing.
All right. Roll it.
All right, that's going to be...
Remember, it's a -6.
Yes. Okay. 23.
Yep.
And another 11
oh,
points.
Okay, another 11 points of damage. I'm just trying to decide what it will do. It's going to do a long shot. Oh my goodness, is it ever going to do a long shot? It's going to need a natural 20, so I'm not even going to bother doing a modifier. Nope. Uses up its next attack to avoid the damage, which it does not. And as I believe it's a laser shot, correct?
Yes.
Red laser beam connects for a moment your gun to its target as the sensor ball on top of it smashes into a bazillion pieces. Patrick.
Let's see. How close is the beast?
It is from you. It kept on running, but at a lower speed. So from you now, it's about 1,500 feet.
All right. I'm going to be. I'm going to be exactly where I am, and I'm going to get my walkie-talkie. I'm not quite sure how many actions this will take, but I'm going to go.
I'll let you know.
Al, move back towards the cliff.
Okay, that'll just take one action. Al, you can use an action to respond or wait until your turn. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, Al would immediately... He's been with this group long enough to know that when Patrick has an idea, Al will actually rocket back towards them at top speed.
All right, top speed. Regardless, going from your current speed and everything like that, it's going to consume 2 actions to get there.
Okay.
Okay. Alicia overhears that over the radio. I'm assuming you're just using your open group channel, Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
And she yells to you, "What do you want me to do?" As she instinctively, and I think correctly so, takes another shot at this critter. And of course,
Because it's Alicia.
Alicia, you're going to just roll double your damage dice, I think.
What do you want me to do? Kill it?
No. This thing's pretty tough, but after her grenade-like shot hits it right in the center of its shoulders, it's a little less tougher now. Yeah. That's her turn. Tom.
All right. So I'm still going to be in the gunner seat.
Uh-huh.
Would it be fair to say that I can take out my rifle and do a wild shot at it?
Yes.
Okay.
You would just have enough time. Yeah. You're just quickly pulling it up and taking a shot, not taking time to aim. Yep. So
Yeah.
you'd be able to do that all in one action. Sure.
So let's see if I hit.
12.
That is old one shot, so
Yes.
it can't take any defensive actions. So
Nope. Well,
2d6.
7 actions.
Boop.
7
7 damage.
damage. All right. You scald some of its plating.
Okay.
Mila, you're out of actions. Al.
Al is he'll get back to them, and then he'll basically say, you know, just let me know what to do, as he'll take an aim shot at No, you know what? Everyone's starting to focus on the main body. He's going to join in. He's going to take a burst ion shot at the main body.
Okay. Roll ahead.
All right. Sorry, give me a second. Because it's a burst. I don't do those as often. 17.
All right. So 23 damage to the main body as those ion pulses scorch sections all above its upper and lower body. All right. So that's your go. Alicia has another action as she gets to around, I'd say about 20 feet of where Patrick is, as she continues to unload her weapon onto it. That's enough to hit its main body. Luckily, you don't do double damage now as she continues to pump rounds into this thing, scorching it. Right now, just to give you an idea of the condition of its main body, like I said, it's covered in this armored plating, and quite a bit of it is scorched and pockmarked. But unlike the damage to the front leg that was sustained, it looks like this thing can still take quite a bit of, can soak up quite a bit more damage than you are right now. It looks battle worn, but not particularly hurt. Tom.
All right. I would like to make an aim shot down the neck.
Okay, so same penalties as for Al, minus 10.
Okay, so that is -5.
Okay.
D20 -5. No.
Unfortunately, you miss. You do nothing. No, just kidding.
Okay.
It's a 0. No, just kidding. You miss, unfortunately.
I sit on my hands and look disappointed.
Al, we got 2 more actions.
All right. He's probably just going to use both of them to fire burst shots at the main body.
Okay.
So then that's going to be that, and here's 1, 17. Holy cow, that roll. That damage roll.
It's a good damage roll.
And then
All right.
the next one, same thing.
That was intense. Wow.
22 and then 26. All right. Well, after those huge... now, you're taking off your ammo for all
Yes,
this, too,
I
right?
am.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
What's your E-clip at right now?
My E-clip is at 18.
18 more shots?
No, 18 out of 30.
Okay, groovy. Yep, that sounds right. So after those pulses, you have now significantly chunks, although not huge chunks, you've actually now started to punch holes into the armor itself as it scatters, as it's pockmarked throughout this creature. Now you're starting to get into the damage dealing phase. So that's it for this round. Next round coming up. Mila.
Mila's just sitting.
Okay.
Quiet.
Okay. Al?
Yeah, he's gonna do another burst shot. Just try and lay into this thing.
Okay.
So that is an 11.
So it's not gonna dodge. Roll damage.
31.
Okay. Very similar as before, punching additional holes. Actually, the holes are getting much larger now. This creature seems... It stopped to realign itself and to attack you, and it started to limping towards you. Although it has 3 legs instead of its usual 4, it's still going an impressive approximately 100 miles per hour towards you. You assume, just out of game, at the beginning of next turn, it will probably get towards where you are. However, this is very important. Its trajectory seems to be a little off. Like it's going 20 degrees to the left. So it's going in your direction, but not directly at you anymore. As a shot rings out from its cannon towards... Ow. But misses wildly. I don't mean like just over your shoulder. I mean like it's 40 feet off underneath of where you are, Al.
Wow.
Patrick.
Noticing realignments, Patrick is going to need a much different math calculation for this.
Okay.
So he's going to prepare another... excuse me.
Prepare another.
Math check. There you go.
Yep. No problem. You're able to course correct for it.
All right. And I'd probably, for anybody's question, is make sure you're not in its way.
Alicia says no shit. Want to do anything else?
I'm going to be actually. I'm going to be slightly wandering towards where one of his feet would be, like his whatever his front foot closest to me. I'm probably going to be wandering towards that because I'm probably going to need to get close.
It's like 900 feet away, though.
Yeah. I needed to get
go
really
on an
close.
intercept path? Like, help me out here, Pip. So
Yes.
Trying to get, okay.
Basically to the side of where his foot's going to be.
Okay. Alicia's still going to shoot the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And... yeah, that's enough to hit it. Doing 10 more points of damage. Circuitry is now being clearly seen. Tom.
Just to make sure. Actually, I will use my action. Just in case. I would like to use my action to sense fire. Do I sense any fire inside of it?
No.
Okay. That is my action.
Okay. Mila's still sitting?
Yep.
Al?
Al will say, Patrick, if you're going to do something, now's a good time, and take a burst ion shot at it. 7.
Not defend. That's enough to hit its main body. It's not taking a defensive action. 38 damage. Chunks of its armor plating is now hitting the snow beyond it. As it continues to race towards you, I'm actually going to consume 2 actions to let you know it's now about 500 feet away, although it's only taking a single shot. Very similar to the first. Missing wildly again, this time 30 feet off to your right, Al. Huh. Patrick.
I'm just gonna say what I'm planning. I'm planning to basically sheet of ice him off the cliff.
How far is that fall again?
The fall off the cliff into the water? It's a good 50 feet.
I love this plan.
So he's trying to get into position because his magic is kind of on the closer end.
Okay.
What's the range?
Well, this is what I'm going to say. By the end of its turn... No, it has to be in the end of next turn, right? So you can spend the rest of your action getting into position, right? And we'll just keep that in mind for next melee round. Groovy?
Right. Actually, yes. Okay, yes.
If you want to say anything else in the meantime, you're going to have time to do so, but I just want to expedite this, right?
Okay.
Okay. So, Alicia's still going to take shots at it. Why not, right? Okay. Doing 18 points of damage. Blowing a large chunk of armor that's right along its back clear off. Tom? You're muted.
Well...
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Thinking.
I know. It's okay. Mute spell.
Mute spell. Shit.
You can cast magic.
No, I can't, sir.
No,
I can't cast magic.
No, it can't.
Oh my god, he's so powerful you can't.
Hey, kill Criana. All right. Anyways, let's get back into the game.
How far away is it?
It is now about 500 feet away from you.
500 feet. Okay. Oh well. I will just unload with a burst.
Okay.
From old one shot. 3-round bursts. So I have a +2 to that.
Okay. So. It's main body. Oh, of course, it's a burst shot. It has to be main body.
Yeah. +2. Oh, 13.
Roll damage.
All right. Let me just double check that. Yeah. All right. 24 damage.
Tom.
Yeah.
How many shots was that? 3?
That was 3.
One shot hits above its left shoulder, completely evaporating the rest of the tattered armor on it. The second shot hits it just above where it's... Actually, sorry. The next 2 shots actually hit inside the hole of where its head used to be. We're going to say you had your sense fire still kind of activated for the sake of narrative goodness. Mm-hmm. And it's then that you sense, there's definitely a fire in it now, as you see it skid to the ground, going across the snow, skidding a good 80 feet as it lies down, deactivated. Clearly the fire is spreading, and soon everyone who is looking in that direction can see smoke evaporating from the multiple holes within its steely frame. Beep.
Okay.
Beep. Beep. Beep, beep,
yeah,
beep, beep, beep,
get,
beep,
get
beep,
the fuck away from it, guys.
Clearly, luckily, everyone was very far away, at least 300 feet away from where it ended up. Unless any of you in the next 10 seconds decide to go closer to it. I don't think it is.
No.
And soon, 10 seconds later, a huge explosion rattles the air, causing shrapnel of what used to be its form to fly every which way, 50 feet in all directions. And it has ceased to be. Thankfully, over these next few minutes, as you monitor your radar, nothing seems to be approaching you yet. Would you like to continue your descent down into the water line?
I want to get I personally want to get out of the ATV
Okay.
and get my bike and try and hide it somewhere.
Okay. So, like I said, your best bet is the old tree line. Although, I also have to give you a heads up that there's snow everywhere.
Yeah.
So, how do you want to... I mean, you have a large thicket of trees, like I mentioned before, about half mile away. So that can offer some sort of cover. But how else do you want to disguise your vehicle?
Like, are there any ruined buildings around?
No. Unfortunately, most of the ruins are within Aberdeen itself. You are along its large outskirts. You really, really want to circumvent the way along the coast. So the closest ruined building that you can spot is a good 3/4 of a mile towards the city itself. And that, it might be... there might be friends showing up.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Because all I want is, like, just a pile of snow or something just to toss onto my motorcycle.
Like,
or something.
well, you can do that. That's not a problem.
I could just do that?
Sure, of course. It'll take you about 10 minutes to give it a good piling or whatever, right? Because you're doing it by hand. But Alicia would help you out, and I don't see any reason why Patrick or Al wouldn't, but it's up to them. But even with just Alicia's help, you'd be able to cover it. There's a lot of snow on the ground. Like, the snow's a good 3 feet deep in all directions.
Oh, then yeah, I'm going to do that.
Well, you can find... Sorry, I guess I should say not where you're standing is 3 feet deep, but you can find snow drifts that are 3 feet deep, which you can use as a base.
Yeah, like, if there's a snowdrift nearby, I'm just going to kind of tip the motorcycle into it and then just pack snow on top.
Perfect. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Actually doing it that tactic will only take about 5 minutes.
Sweet.
Yeah,
because I'm sorry, but I invested a lot of goddamn money in that motorcycle.
You're damn straight you did. So yeah, don't apologize for protecting your stuff. It's all good, homie. Al isn't. He's BRB right now, but Patrick, Alicia, Mila, what would you guys like to do?
Oh, did you just ask Alicia?
Yes.
You don't hear anything from Mila.
Oh, okay.
Patrick is going to put his ATV away.
Okay. Like, what do you mean by put it away?
In storage. No. Probably at the tree line. I don't think just covering it in snow would probably be enough for this thing.
Okay. So you bring it into the tree line, a specific clump that you think will probably break up its profile. All right. And you have to walk the half mile back, though. So this will probably take a good 45 minutes to an hour to do. Unless maybe Al will help you out. We have to wait for him to come back. He might be able to expedite things for you, right?
Yeah, the snow is a bit...
the snow's kind of a big deal.
So I'm just going to... Let's see. First, I'm going to just levitate myself and move at a speed of like 18 or something like that.
Yeah, so that's not much faster than you. So still take about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for Al to get back. But in the meantime, Mila, you hear a voice go. It's Alicia's voice, by the way. Mila, are you still there?
Is she on like the radio?
No. You can hear her voice over top the cliff.
You don't hear anything.
Now you hear a voice on the radio. Mila, seriously, we need to know you're okay.
Nothing.
I gotta wait for Al to come back, obviously. This is a group decision. So, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, how's it going?
Oh boy. You know what? Actually, we'll resolve it because I don't know how long he's going to be gone for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Tom, Patrick, Alicia. So Alicia will look to Tom and Patrick. We're going to say, for the sake of simplicity, it'll be before you guys bury your vehicles. She says, I'm not getting anything from Mila.
Alright, instead of floating back, he's going to use a very odd spell called Ride the Wave to go 25 miles an hour as speed. It's a weird freaking spell.
Okay, so 25 miles an hour. Half a mile. Oh, God, I'm not good at calculating. I don't know. 10 minutes? Not even? 5 minutes? I don't know. How long do you think?
Oh, shoot. Let's just say that's half of a half, so that'd be a minute, I think.
A minute. All right. Lisa looks over to Tom. Jesus fucking Christ, just get over here, she says, as she gestures for you to get over to the cliff. All right? Oh, you're back. Squee. Unmute yourself.
Yes, I had to unmute myself. Sorry. I'm back.
Okay, so just heads up. While Tom and Patrick are storing their vehicles away, Alicia tried to get in contact with Mila, and there's no response on the radio or voice. It is silence.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Al will hover down to the entrance and take a look inside and say, Mila?
You see her maybe like a foot or two in, and she's sound asleep.
Oh, goddamn.
Al will hover back up and say she's sleeping.
Alicia says, oh, God damn it.
You'll hear Patrick over the radio. I'll be there in like a few seconds. Just hold on.
You see Patrick zooming over top the snow. Are you floating? Is that the idea?
It is an invisible wave that I am like surfing on.
Oh my God. Wait, do you need to do like a balance check or something? Probably not. It's magic.
It's magic. It just says summons an invisible wave that you can ride on.
All right. Hey,
That's on like a surfboard.
All right. What? You know what? Who am I to say?
Maybe there's a balance check if you want to say do a handstand or something.
So, how about for the sake of just moving things along, like you had a plan before you were so rudely interrupted. You bridle carry everyone down into, after the vehicles are stowed and hidden underneath the snow, Al would carry everyone with his power armor, his flying power armor, down to the passage. Here's the only really important question. Which one of you is going to wake up Mila?
Not I.
Patrick is.
Okay.
Mila! Speak to me!
She kind of snores and rolls over.
Patrick actually gets up, turns to the group. Could have told me she was asleep.
Al shrugged. Didn't consider that, apparently.
Clearly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I should have considered that, Al.
What?
It is getting a little late.
I told all of
Does
you.
anybody
What are you talking about? Don't blame this on me.
Does anybody want to set up camp? It is getting a little late.
Do we want to set up camp inside of here?
Do you want to go on the beach?
Spoiler alert, there's not much of a beach and it's frozen.
He would probably also note, inside anything would probably be better than trying to sleep outside in the cold.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
And just to note, I replenished, before we went in, replenished Al's rockets with the 2 armor piercing and 2 plasma.
Okay. Good to know. Very good to know.